Oral Roberts head coach Russell Springman was honest about his assessment of his team so far this season. They've struggled on the road. He said they've struggled to find an identity, and that inconsistency on the road has led to just 2 wins. Well, that point is magnified in a place like Frost Arena, where South Dakota State over the past 13 seasons have lost just 12 times. Winker takes a snap, floats it downfield looking for a man, and it's picked off by South Dakota State. Tucker Large is right there. The sophomore from Sioux Falls dancing across midfield, across the 40, across the 30, has blocks down the 20, inside the 10, and he's inside the 5, and he's in there. A touchdown for South Dakota State. Helen Gold, your last name is pretty close to the medal that you're about to receive again. You go back-to-back in this event. You said back on March 20th, after your team lost 7-6 to Utah, that they turned a corner and you saw a fight for the first time in a year and a half since you've been at Northern Colorado. What type of fight did you see from your team today?
Getting down like that and then having to come back in it was special.
There's a block. Fava keeps it up at the net. Hart tries to dump it over into the soft spot. Winterfeld is there. Kill attempt, and there's the kill. Katie Van Egdom. Her 22nd kill comes at the biggest point in this match. Mayo, top of the key. Triple, yes! Zeke Mayo coming across is Blitzer White. He'll call the timeout with 12 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead, 2-possession game after Zeke Mayo with the sidestep triple. Happy Summit League Spotlight Day. He's Darren Wallace. I'm Kienan Dixon. Something is in the water in Brookings. Both of South Dakota State's men's and women's teams are sitting in first place. The women continue to dominate despite losing Madison Vlaston for the season. The Jacks are on a 12-game winning streak and remain unbeaten in league play. This team is dominant. The message from Eric Henderson to his team was get stops. It's all about stops right now, and it is. This season, when South Dakota State has given up 71 points to opponents, they are just 2-11. The same goes for Oral Roberts. It's the 71-point mark. They're just 4-11. South Dakota State is unbeaten when they hold teams to 70 or less. 25 points, another big performance against Oral Roberts. You had 41 2 years ago down in Tulsa. What is it about playing against ORU?
They're always a good team, and it's always an exciting game.
Set. Hit over. Summers dives under his glove. A run's going to score. Here's a throw to the plate. Not in time. Dunlap slides in, and North Dakota State puts a 7 spot in the 9th. In March, teams with veteran leadership tend to have a lot of success. You guys have a lot of veteran leadership on your team. How has that experience come into play here in the last couple of days here?
I feel like every game's been big for us.
Coach Amar said that there's some sort of formula that you have kind of working for this team. What is that formula? He wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, well, it's kind of our own little deal, right? I think if we put it up, nobody would understand it except us.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's the gist.
Paul Sather's theory of relativity. Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the show. Probably what has been the most difficult challenge this season after a start the way that you guys did. How did you battle back to get to this point? And it'll start with the sophomore, Brooks Fowler, who has been spectacular all season. 9-1 with a 3.27 ERA. Last time out, he went 4 2/3 in a no decision against Oregon in that decisive Game 3 to send ORU to the College World Series. Nico Herrera-Cuesta named Player of the Year for the 43rd ranked Denver Pioneers, the undefeated team and the only undefeated team in the country at 21-0. In your career, you've been the WNIT MVP. That was last year when you guys won the tournament. You've been Summit League Player of the Year. You've been honorable mention All-American, first team All-Summit League. I mean, you've done it all, right? What is there left for you to do here in this final season? This season is so important for you and your career personally. Why?
It's important, it's the last dance right here, and so I want to end with a bang. And so, a couple years ago, we had the Sweet 16 run, and our goal is to win a championship and get back to March Madness.